Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Wednesday. It is August 9th of 2023. I want to start off by inviting you to all please subscribe to our channel. We need to have you here with us, and we are really looking forward to having you share your experience with us and all of your comments. So we look forward to hearing from you. Also, if you appreciate these videos and the updates that I do, would you please give this video a thumbs up? I really appreciate it. Please bear with us this week. I know the lighting is great, the sound is not perfect, but I really appreciate you being here. So I want to start off, we've got a lot to talk about today. First of all, there are huge fires burning on Maui. Apparently there are different storms that are going on. Gordon noticed that in Japan there are there's a big storm, there is also a typhoon that is hitting some of the areas there, and it doesn't seem like those are probably the storms impacting Hawaii right now, but on the island of Maui it is really sad. The area of Lahaina there, the historic part of the downtown area there, has burned, which is so sad. They are having to evacuate a lot of tourists there from Maui over to Oahu, as well as some of their residents. And so there are all these sad things going on. But the reason that I'm telling you about this, in addition to us keeping them in our thoughts and prayers, is the fact that if you have got a cruise that is due to call in Maui, I am guessing they are going to redirect you. So if any of you are going there soon, especially this week, let us know what you find out and how they alter your itinerary, where they take you instead. But I wanted to give you a heads up about it. And also, a lot of flights are being canceled in and out of Maui due to those fires. So take a look at your flights before you go, if that's somewhere that you're going to fly, and put it down below if this impacts your travel at all. Alrighty. Now, one of the things that we need to talk about, there's a couple today, but you know what? We have got Let's Go family members on the Sky Princess. They missed a port because it was too windy to go into port. When she inquired about getting the port fees back, the customer service rep said, you know what? It depends on how you booked your cruise if you get your port fees and taxes back. And one of the qualifiers that he listed was if you booked them on your own or if you booked them with a travel agent. And so this is a big heads up to check on getting your port fees back if your port is canceled. Now, you might remember back when we were on the Norwegian breakaway at the end of November, I did a video and I was pretty upset because they were not refunding the port fees. We missed their private island and they were not refunding the port fees if you didn't go ask for it, and then they were not refundable. So you had to hurry up and spend it on board if you were going to get to have that money back, but they would not give it to you in cash. So hearing that Princess is doing this makes me worry a little bit. As you know, we were just on the island Princess, and we did miss a port in Iceland due to the weather, of course. But it took about 4 days until they refunded the money, but it came back. I was going to ask if they didn't, but the money did come back, and clearly I booked that cruise as a travel agent. And the other thing that I wanted to say is everyone pays port fees and taxes, no matter how you book your cruise, everyone pays for those port fees and taxes. It is a flat amount for everyone. If you book with a travel agent, those are not commissionable. It's just how much it costs. And so I think that it's honest to give that back if you're not able to call in a port. So I am still waiting to hear if they ever got those back or not. So I'm looking forward to the update there. But let me know if you have been sailing recently and if you've missed a port, if you've been getting your port fees back. I think it's just another thing that cruise lines are doing to try to keep money. It's like I talked to you about it, if it's only if it's only even $10, and you do that with 4,500 passengers like are on the Sky Princess for that cruise right now, that's $45,000. That's a lot of money that the cruise lines are keeping. So let us know how it goes, but definitely keep an eye on your onboard account, alrighty? Along with the update there on the Sky Princess, she wanted me to let you know, she told me, so I'm going to tell you, and I know that she knows I'll share it with you. She gives the food a B+. She said that the chef's table and the Catch by Rudy were both excellent. The crew is outstanding. She said the internet is an A+, so clearly the Sky Princess has got that Starlink right now. They're in the Mediterranean, I should add. That is where the Sky Princess is sailing right now, and they have just been having a wonderful cruise. One thing though, she said there's only about 400 American people on board the ship, a lot of British families there taking their vacations together, and so there is a serious lack of enough sun loungers on the ship, and so they were extra grateful for their balcony and that they could have the chairs there and enjoy some time out on their balcony. So thanks for the update, and if you happen to be on a cruise ship, I would love to hear from you about how it's going, whether it's Princess, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Oceania, wherever you are. We would love to hear about it. Another thing I want to talk to you, this is a question for you all. Has anyone who has done the Crab Shack lately, would you please put in the comments and let me know how they've been running it on the ship that you've been on. Historically, when we have seen the Crab Shack going on, they have done it more as a lunchtime thing rather than a dinner time thing. So if you can comment, and then also the best way to get that, make sure that you don't miss it. I know that when you get on the ship, you need to find out when they're going to run it if you want to be sure to go, but there's not a reservation system for it like there is for the other specialty dining. So any help anyone could offer, and especially on the Grand Princess, we would really appreciate it. Another quick thing that we need to talk about, and this to me is kind of big, and it really has a lot of history in it, and I want to hear what you think. So AIDA Cruise Line, however they pronounce the AIDA, it's a European cruise line. They are actually handing out flyers to all of the staterooms for cruises that are calling on the island of Santorini, telling guests that they do not support them using the donkeys to go up the hill. So if you are not familiar with Santorini there, when you arrive in Santorini, you go, you have to take either, there's like a cable car gondola system that goes up, or you take a donkey up the hill, or you can just walk up the path. Everyone says don't walk up the path because you end up stepping in donkey mess, and people have slid and fallen. I have seen enough things about that I'm not doing it that way. But the AIDA Cruise Lines does not want people taking the donkeys up because they don't think it's nice to the donkeys to make them do that. And so I want to hear what you think about in the comments about that, because they do have that cable car that goes up the side of the mountain. It's completely complimentary. I'll talk to you about what I think is the best way to get to the top of Santorini the quickest if you have a day in Santorini. But as far as those donkeys go, that is really historic there. Before they had the cable car system that to take all, and they didn't have that before, they had so many cruise ships calling all the time to take people up to the top of the hill there. Truly, donkeys were the #1 way people got up. They either had to ride a donkey up, or they would have to walk. Some people, it is a very steep incline. Some people can't do that. So donkeys doing that has been around for ages, just literally ages. And then you also have the people that is how they earn their living of keeping those donkeys and taking tourists up and down, as well as other people who come to visit and want to go up the hill that way. So let me know what you think in the comments about that. I personally have never done the donkeys. When we go to Santorini, we always start off with an excursion, and then we take the cable cars down at the end of our day. But I really want to hear what you all think about that. I'm going to go ahead and talk about a lot more tomorrow. I really appreciate you all being here with me. If you've got any questions, put it in the comments. Tomorrow we're going to talk about passports. We're going to talk about visas soon. There's been a lot of coverage in the news about visas, but don't be panicking about it. It is not time for it yet. Even all the details on the timing have not been released. So even though you might watch a video and they make it sound like it's urgent or worrisome, it's really not. We've got this, okay? So don't worry. And thank you all so very much for being here. I really appreciate you all, and I love to read your comments. So add comments, questions, everything down below. And I will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.